Hello everyone, it is me, Sydney. I am back today to do the water signs February 2020 reading. The decks you see here, one of which I've picked up, are the decks I'm going to be using today. I'm going to start with Pisces because Pisces season is the closest, and then go Cancer, and then Scorpio. So yeah, let's get into it. Timestamps will be below, and also this this is mostly for my own practicing purposes, so let me know if anything resonates. Alrighty, hi Pisces. We're gonna start off with my traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. Alright, I can already see it may not be the best starting month. We'll see what else is coming. But you'll probably have like a lot on your plate and be emotionally just worn out from all of that. Okay. You got a lot of stuff that came out, so you might already be finished your reading. Oh yeah. Look, you two also got two extras. I'll use those later. Okay. So yeah, to begin with, you for sure are going to have emotional drainage happening. You're going to be a bit worn down both physically and emotionally. And I don't necessarily think that that's going to stop until you make it stop. And when I say that, I mean like you're gonna have to make a decision to kind of like forget about what you've been, or the way you've been going about getting what you want, and try and use a different tactic to get what you want. The Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like you're probably gonna have a new opportunity that I think is only gonna be accessible if you change the way you go about things and to get that. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles, I think it's probably saying that you've been not taking risks, and I think that's probably what your issue is. You've been like being too cautious and too careful, and like you've been in your head a lot with like making educated decisions, which is good, but sometimes you need to have a bit of risk because you feel a bit tied down to what you've been having. But I think there's a potential for like pure like just happiness with what you can achieve. I just think you're gonna have a bit of a hard time achieving it. Like there's quite a few not so positive cards here, but I think like you can get to the place of completion. You're just going to be in the state of working towards that in February. You're definitely going to feel a bit trapped at a certain point, and I think it's because like you're going to be emotionally drained and you're just going to be, you're going to need to make a change for sure. And you're going to feel like you've just like won, like just like the entire month I feel like is going to feel a bit like a battle for you guys, and by the end of the month you're going to be in the energy where it's like, oh, I passed that point, but I need a bit of smooth sailing point, and I think you'll get there. I just think it's going to take the month to get there. And Queen of Wands is the end of your month is a pretty positive energy. Like you might come into a new headspace about how you look at things because you've gone through such a tough month. You're gonna decide to like change the way you've been going about work. I want to say specifically the way you've been approaching work and the way you approach your career. You're probably gonna change the way you look at that, which is what's this is encouraging you to do, to change. the way you've been going about everything. But I really think that with ending on the Queen of Wands, when you've been in the Queen of Swords, which is like you're in your head kind of energy, like you've been very controlled about every single move you make, whereas the Queen of Wands just goes after what she wants. So I think that's kind of what you need to strive towards, is just the not super overly controlling the situation. And I think it's more work related. I don't know why I get that sense. But I think you're definitely going to be in a good spot at the end of the month, because you'll have changed the way you think about continuing your career, or like where you want your career to go in that way. Yeah, definitely going to end on a good note. You're going to probably feel pretty confident on like where you're going to end up financially, because you're going to be in such a good mindset that it's going to just turn out positive for you. Yeah, there's the Four of Pentacles again. Yeah, that's just reiterating that the fact that you've been like definitely not taking risks, holding everything you have too close to you, that it's actually hindering your further success. Like, I think, yeah. And I think that'll only lead to like a defeat for you. And it probably kind of feels that way in a way, because like you feel a bit defeated. But it's honestly because of your actions of not taking risks and not doing everything possible to get what you want. You got the Queen of Swords again as well, which is you're in your head energy, like you are overanalyzing. Usually, like, I think you're just being too cautious, so you're being very logical about every move you make, which is not going to lead you to success. It's going to lead you to more anxiety, actually, which is interesting. Like, you are stressing yourself out because you're being so meticulous with the way you think that it's actually just hindering how far you can go. And I'm moving on to Oracle cards now. Whoa, that was really quick. You got the Ladybug. This is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. I find that interesting, considering this whole reading has appeared to be a bit more negative. Your other card fell on the floor. But I see the Ladybug as a form of reiterating you have the ability to have good things come to you, but you need to like take the risks to get there. You can't just like go you have to have the faith to go for what you want and not overly meticulously look at the situation before going for what you want. And the other thing you got is the Seagull. So now is the time for deep emotional healing, meaning you need to heal from where you are right now, which is emotionally exhausted. So you definitely need to make sure you take time to fix that. And further get into a healthy mindset to like not overthink everything and not be overly controlling of your situation. Now for this next deck, I don't know the name of all the cards, so I will have to check a book. Please don't hate me for that. Thank you. You guys got Amethyst. Amethyst. That's a really nice stone. I actually have that stone, so let me see if I can find it. There, I've got a little amethyst Buddha and a little piece of amethyst there. So if you wanted to look at like the actual things. Now let's read what message it has, or meaningfulness it has. That is not English. So inner peace is what it's representing, and that in itself goes hand in hand with the seagull card that told you to take time for like your emotional healing. Release self-defeating programs. Do not rely on others. You create anything you set your mind to. Be shrewd in business dealings and pay attention to your family. You have an addictive personality. Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessions of any kind and avoid overindulgence. Honestly, that's just a trait of Pisces. Like, a lot of Pisces can get involved in like drugs and whatnot because like it's like a form of like wanting to feel something different, because water signs are inherently more emotional than other signs. So Pisces is just very, can get hurt easily. So like, just be aware of that and make sure you take time for yourself to heal. Yeah, so I think that's it. Like, this is, I think, the shortest reading I've done so far. Your cards came out so fast, so I could just get the sense of it pretty quickly. But I hope you like that reading. Also, look at those amethysts I actually have. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful February 2020. Hi Cancer, this is your reading. I am also a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars, so I have a lot of Cancer in me. Too much Cancer. Actually, it's fine, it makes me who I am. So this is your general reading for February 2020. Alright, that's a great start. Really great start, actually. Wow. Wow. Okay. This might be an exciting month for Cancer. Okay, I want to get a bit more clarification on like where this is going, but I have a feeling I kind of know where this is headed. Whoa. The star. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, already, like, I'm getting the sense that, there might be, like, a relationship thing coming in. It could be a earth sign because they're, like, it's the Knight of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, coming into your life. But I think you're just going to be in such a pretty, like, confident headspace for the beginning of February, and that's why I think this card's here. This is like Leo energy, so you're going to be like in a good confident headspace at the beginning of February, which is interesting because a lot of the time Cancers can be insecure, but I think you're going to be like in a good spot, and you're going to feel like you're kind of on top of the world in the sense that you have the potential to get everything that you want, and you feel like pretty like emotionally stable, which once again is something that is not always true for Cancer. But yeah, I think you guys are gonna have like an offer. Either like, I have a slight feeling it's a romantic offer because it's between the Ten of Cups and the Lover's card, from someone who is maybe interested in you. There's also, let me just say the energies. There's Leo, there's Gemini, and there's Aquarius energy here. Doesn't necessarily have to be one of those signs, but yeah, but like with the Lover's card there, I'm getting a sense that there like could be an interest or an offer from someone. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing like a form of a partnership kind of thing. Oh, yeah. That, do I want this? Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so, yeah, there's definitely going to be a form of a partnership thing coming in. And I think the only reason that it might not happen is if you're being too guarded. I know I have this issue too. As I said, I'm a Cancer. So because we get hurt really easily and we basically wear our hearts on our sleeves, it's easy to be guarded than just openly open yourself up to anybody hurting you, or you could have been hurt recently and you just are not about having your heart wide open to be hurt again too quickly. Yeah, I think you're just headed to a new happy life. Like, I think this person could be very good for you. For those of you who resonates with this, there's definitely going to be like a childlike quality to the relationship. Like, you could possibly already know this person. You don't have to, but like you could possibly know this person already, or they could have been like a friend from a long time, like an old friend, who's finally confessing how they feel for you or whatever. But also, I think you're just gonna be in like a good freaking spot. And honestly, the only two negative cards that you had come out were the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, which, like, Four of Pentacles isn't necessarily like a negative card per se, but it is kind of a warning, like, take risks, or else, like, if you get too comfortable, if you hold your possessions too closely, like your heart, for example, it's a little harder, like, you won't get what you want because you're gonna be too closed off. You want to energetically open, which I know can be hard when you don't want to get hurt. Yeah, but with like Nine of Pentacles, like, you're going to be in like a really freaking good spot. I think this month is just going to be like really good for you. And even if you're not necessarily having like a love relationship coming in, but like I see that most of these cards is like pretty like decent on that account. But you're just gonna be like, feel like pretty, like, not completely fulfilled, but like pretty content with how the month went. Like, this is a celebration card at the end here. Like, you're gonna be in like a really nice spot at the end of the month and just be like, wow, that month was great. I had a good month. Just make sure you don't screw yourself over by being too guarded. Oh my goodness. King of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely going to have somebody who is interested in you, who is going to tell you that they're interested in you. Okay, we've got a lot of cards that came out here. Oh no, that's too many. I'm going to put some back. Or, yeah, that's too many. February 2020. Get one more for Cancer. Wow, these cards are flying. All right. Yeah, you're going to definitely have somebody who's going to come forward with some sort of interest in you. And they're going to be like an emotionally mature person. They're not just going to be some loser who's just going to play with your heart or whatever. I think in that case, though, you're going to need to not necessarily make sacrifices, but possibly like weigh out your choices. Figure out what is important to you, if this person is worth opening up your heart to, because like it's easy to get caught up in like that whole thing. And I think as like a past kind of energy, you have been in such a good place that you don't want to find yourself having to recover again from a hurt that someone else has caused on you in the past. It's easy to open up to somebody quickly for Cancers, because I know it's really easy to quickly open yourself up to somebody, but that just makes it 10 times easier to get hurt and be in the situation where you don't want to be like recovering from hurt. Because I find there's been a lot of times where I've opened up way too fast and like fallen for someone way too fast, and then be pissed at myself because I let myself do that. February 2020 for Cancer. And then you just put yourself in a position where you have to be recovering almost all the time, because you're falling for someone, like hurting yourself and then finding yourself in a recovery rotation. And then you have the Princess of Wands, which is basically the Page of Wands. Yeah, I think that person's gonna spark a kid-like passion in you though. So do with that what you will. And then you got the Two of Swords again. Yeah. You're gonna be your only reason something won't work if that is the case. Like, you're gonna hold yourself back from this person because you don't want to get hurt 100%. But I think this person might be good for you, and you're definitely gonna have to go into it with more like an open, careless energy, as opposed to you might be my be all end all D1. Like, I think the best way to go about a new relationship like this one would be is to go into it with a bit more of like a carefree, like lackadaisy energy, where you're not like going in with like, is this person going to be my future husband / wife? Just go into it with a bit more of a chilled out, hey, let's like get to know each other, be friends first kind of vibe. All right, you got the Emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. That is like similar to like the Fool card in a sense, where it's like just doing things, kind of like letting loose and doing something that you may not normally do. Getting out of your Cancer shell. I can finally say that. Get out of your Cancer shell a little bit and be a little free and adventurous. This next deck I'm going to use, I don't know the meanings of every single card, so I will be looking at a book. Don't hate me for that, please. All right. You got Smoky Quartz Celestial. That looks like a fancy smoky quartz. Celestial. No part of you is evil or bad. Be patient. Much stirs beneath a calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip into the underworld. You have a powerful survival instinct and ability to go where others dare not. No part of you is evil or bad. That's what's sticking out to me. You may be scared of hurting yourself, but you also may be scared of hurting that someone else, because you don't want to lose feelings for them or like not have the correct feelings for them and then end up hurting their feelings, because you know how it feels to get hurt. I think that's kind of that vibe there. Alright, I think that's all I've got for you guys, Cancers. I hope you all have a wonderful February 2020, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. Okay, goodbye. Hello, Scorpio. This is your February 2020 reading from me. I have a Scorpio rising, so this may be also a message for me. Who knows? I'm primarily a Cancer though, so we will see. Scorpio. Whoa. February. Oh my goodness, we've got crazy cards coming out already. Alrighty. Dang, man. Got a bit of a similar energy for this a bit around here as there was for the last reading a bit. Okay, I'm already going to tell you at the beginning of the month you'll probably be in a bit of a place of recovery, or at least like just recovering from something that didn't go the way you wanted to. It's going to be good for you. Like, you're going to get to the point where you're ready to go back out there and be passionate again. And I think you're going to have a new opportunity where that passion can manifest properly. And it's going to make you like extremely happy. I'm seeing that it could either be like a job thing or it could be a relationship thing. There's a lot of wand energy here. That is fire energy. So you may have a prominent fire energy person, which that's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, that comes into your life and basically like really helps you out. It could be a Leo specifically because we have the Strength card here and the Sun. It could be a Leo person. You have 2 Leo energy there. But if it's in a relationship setting, you're gonna have a Leo primarily, doesn't have to be, come into your life and ignite a passion in you haven't felt for a while, and also might give you that this could be like my happily ever after vibe. And you also have a marriage card here. Like, this is like, honestly, this is my other 10 of cups. You have both of those cards in here. Yeah, I don't know, you're gonna be in like a really great spot, but I think that person, you may know them already. You may actually have like a past with them. Not necessarily romantic, but you could have been like friends for a long time. But I think they're gonna help you make other decisions in your life, like career decisions. They're gonna be just like really good for you, because you may be a bit like all over the place as far as like what you want right now, but they're gonna help guide you on like where you should be headed. Yeah, but there's major fire energy here. You definitely are gonna have some sort of person with like a very prominent passionate energy in your life in February 2020. That's 100%. And you also are ending up on like the 9 of Wands. I think they're gonna help guide you for sure. Gonna be like either a mentorship type situation or a romantic type situation where they're essentially your other half helping you, guide you anyway. And I think it's going to get you to a point where you are going to maybe feel a bit exhausted, because like you've gone into this month with like a rest time, but once you finish resting and have this person in your life and get you to where you want to be, you're gonna feel exhausted but also like so fulfilled at the same time. And yeah, I think this person just in general is gonna be like really great for you to have around. I'm not gonna say, I think like they could be a be all end all person if it's a romantic situation. Like they could be the person you end up marrying or whatever your definition of be all end all is. But it doesn't necessarily have to, but they're definitely going to be very good for you in a short term, especially. Okay. I'm getting the sense that you've just been played a lot by a lot of different people. So when this person comes into your life, you might be a bit unsure. You might put on like your Scorpio nothing affects me face when things do affect you, because you are a water sign, you're an emotional sign. But I think because you've had so many people in your life that have maybe not treated you well, I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. Like, these cards aren't necessarily telling me that, but I think it's more so the 7, like this is like you've just had like so many options in your life, but you've always chosen the wrong one, and I don't think you don't want to choose the wrong one again. So I think you're gonna think a while again, like when it comes to letting this person guide you. But I think you're gonna like have them guide you anyway, even though like you may not be 100% sold on it, because they're gonna just be such a good energy in your life. And you got the 4 of Swords again, so that's just a confirmation that you need to definitely like recover at the beginning of this month, or else you won't be well enough to have this positive thing come into your life. You definitely just need to take time for yourself to heal for whatever happened, whether that was like all the way over in the holidays or in January. It's been tough, whatever it's been. Alrighty, we got the Ace of Wands again. You're definitely having a new person coming into your life and offering you that passionate fiery energy that is going to be probably very refreshing for you. And then you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is, it's probably just saying that whatever you have coming to you, you're ready for it and you've worked for it, and they're going to help you in your life in other aspects if you let them in, if you are emotionally ready for them to come in by the time they're around. And then you also have the Eight of Wands, which is essentially saying, like, at this time when they come in, you're gonna want to move faster than you're probably feeling you're ready for. It's encouraging you to heal. Take the time you need to heal, but don't like take too much time, because you don't want to miss this opportunity coming to you. Because it's a good opportunity. It could possibly be a soulmate situation. And we're moving on to oracle cards now. Alrighty, that took forever. You got the Dog card. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Oh my god, that was what I kind of was feeling before with the Seven of Cups energy. And like, Seven of Cups usually just means you have so many options, so pick the one that like you think is going to be the best. Like, use your imagination. But like, I don't know, when that came out, I was just getting the vibe that like you've been played before by so many other people that like you just like don't want to open up. And yeah, I think you're just like in a place where you need to emotionally like recover from being played with, because no one likes being played with. Like, that's kind of obvious, but yeah, I think you're just gonna be put in a spot where you're gonna finally recover from this, and you're gonna have someone that you can confide in and put your faith in. Okay, the next deck I'm using, I don't have a meaning to all the cards, so I'm going to refer to above. Please don't hate me for that. Thanks. You got the Kambaba Jasper. That is a fun word. Kambaba. Getting in touch with the ancestors and understanding the processes of creation helps you to recognize the value of recycling the past to create a more potent future. Yeah, and that's going rounding back into that. I think like your past has affected you so much that it's now affecting your future if you don't change the way you think about it. By changing how you view things, oh my god, I didn't even read this yet. By changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. Yeah, I think this person is going to be a good person to come into your life. Whether they're going to come into your life as a mentor, or a friend, or a romantic partner, there's somebody with like a strong, passionate energy coming in and is going to help you either learn how to love again or learn how to, I don't know, just live a bit more freely in a happier way. Wow, that's like a pretty nice reading. Okay, I hope this resonated for some of you guys at least. If it did, please let me know. And that's all I've got for your reading. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful February 2020. Goodbye.